Hi guys, welcome to my little space. So basically, I just woke up one day and I decided, why don't I just start a project? Do I not have a lot of other things to do? Yes, I do. Do I have other priorities? Yes, I do. And are we on recess? Yes, we are. But guess what? I'm still going to do something. I don't know why, but I just feel like what is life if it's not challenging or if you don't have something exciting that you're working on, even if it's not exciting, something that tests your knowledge and things like that. So, I just decided to start this project. It's basically a website that I will eventually turn into an app. This one is for an e-commerce store. Basically, this company sells machines, DTF printing machines. So they sell printers, they offer service, they do a whole bunch of stuff. So I thought to myself, that would be a very interesting project to take on, because it's not only the buying and selling of the printers, it also has to do with service as well. So I just thought to myself that maybe there's different things that I could involve. So, for example, people should be able to book appointments for services, for to service their machines, to drop off their machines. And people, there's just a bunch of functions that I saw that we could actually make to work. So surprisingly, I said to myself, since I was doing the FNB App Academy course and we're almost done, and the framework that we were using for basically the back end was Python using Django, and then I took some time off after the front end. After I was done with the front end, I took some time to learn the Django course. Well, I was doing it at the same time, simultaneously, whenever I had time, and I got to learn much about Django, and it's very interesting. But then I found out that if I am to use Django, it's just gonna be a bit different and old fashioned. Well, I don't want to say old fashioned because anything can work, right? But basically, from the advice that I was given, I should learn React instead of Django. But, anyways, it's not wasted time. I still think it's very valuable. But I was just thinking to myself, how many apps could I make if I start today, and try making one app a week? I don't know, but I need to finish all my current projects because I probably have more than
So
one.
this
How
is
it's like when you're starting
hi
out.
guys.
There's
Today's
just a
the
lot of
second
things
day.
that you feel
This is an
like you want
update
to
of
do, you
what we were
can do,
doing yesterday.
and so you
So let
just
me
take it
quickly
all
just show
on.
you.
But I just really think that every person who wants to do something or who is in
Okay,
an
this is the
industry should
home
just
page
have
that I
like a
was
notebook
designing
where they
last
write down
night.
all their
I am still
ideas,
busy
all
with
the
the
things that
CSS.
they're
It's
thinking of
gonna be a
doing,
basic
sketching,
a basic layout,
wireframing,
and
things
then
like that.
as I
Because
add other
our minds are
things,
really
then we can
incredible
improve
because
it
they
and make
can
it
actually
better
think
and
of
better and
ideas
stuff.
when
So
you
but this is how
least
it looks
expect
so
it.
far.
So,
Now I am
yeah, but
designing the
anyways,
second
this whole
page,
thing is
which
actually
is so
really
this is
funny
currently the
because
home page.
I was writing
This
a
is the
Python
index page,
exam and
right?
I
So this
almost
is
wrote it
my
in Java.
HTML
I was trying to give an
and how it
example of a
actually looks,
code,
and
and
then I am
instead
now
of
going
just
to the second
saying
page, which is the
no,
terms and
instead of
conditions
saying, for
page.
example, age is
So
equals
yeah, stay
25,
tuned.
I almost said integer age, and that was gonna be so funny because I could have gotten a zero. No, actually, it's not funny. It's actually not funny. But anyways, I don't know what electives I'll take next semester, because if I take two, then I should already be done with all of my Harvard courses. Yeah, of course. Let me just mention it as well. I am doing Harvard courses on the side, basically just to balance it all out, because I just think that when it comes to software development or engineering, it's not just about your front end and back end. There's also other things that you need to learn. So I picked up three interesting courses from Harvard. These are Python for AI. I cannot deny the fact that AI is actually making, huge waves today. So I just think that to better prepare myself for the future, I need to know exactly what it is, how to use it, how to even create it. And the other course that I took was a cybersecurity course. It just makes sense to me because I want my apps to be safe and things like that, to be encrypted, protected, and things like that from hackers and stuff. And then the other course that I took was the what's the name? But I don't remember. Oh, the other one is SQL databases, because I realized that if I'm making an app, right, for it to be complete, or a website, whatever it is, for it to be complete, of course, we have the front end, the part or the section where the people are gonna see, your users when they go to your website, these are the things that they're gonna see. So your visuals, you're gonna be able to do all of that. But you also need to be able to collect information as the owner of the website. So to collect that information, you need to store it in a database, right? So a database is basically a way of storing information or important data, or organizing it or structuring it. But interestingly, we also have, semi-structured, is it data, and then we have unstructured data and all of that. So I just thought, it's something interesting to learn. So I'm doing all three at the same time. Anyways, maybe after finishing these courses, I'll focus on just making projects. And I think for me, that is something that is exciting because then I get to apply everything I've learned. I think for me, as much as I enjoy learning, I also enjoy applying whatever it is that I've learned. So yeah, it's just yeah, I can't even stop talking. Anyways, I'll just make a list of projects that I want to do, or project dump where I'll write a rough draft of everything that I want to make, as the ideas come to me. That means I can't afford to fall in love. That's actually not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Do you think I should get like Harvard, what are they called? Harvard hoodies. I saw them somewhere and I was like, this is actually really cool. And they look very comfy, especially the oversized ones. Well, I think all of them are oversized, but the maroon one, I love the maroon one. I love the gray one. I would really love a Harvard hoodie. And if I had a choice, I would wear it wherever I'm going. And but that's just hoodies in general. It's not just those ones specifically. So, anyways, that was just yeah, that's besides the point. Anyways, so with this website, right, I first started by writing down the HTML code, meaning no styling, no nothing, no pictures, nothing. I just started by putting in the information which I copied from the existing website because I just felt like, it's unnecessary work for me to start doing research from scratch. Since there is a website for this company, I'm just going to take the, product descriptions, the product titles, the prices, the social media links, the link to the WhatsApp page, the email addresses, the contact details, the address, all of those things. I just said, let me copy from there. And then after I was done copying that, that was actually the first day of me doing the project. So after I was done doing that, the second thing I then went on to do was to start styling. So I started styling first the information that doesn't need that much styling, if you know what I mean. So I started with the whole body. I put the background pictures you can see there. I put, wow, what else did I put? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you can see as I'm scrolling there, you can see how I basically did it. I also put styling for the forms because when you're styling it in the beginning, well, when you code it in the beginning, it's not going to look like that. So I started by styling the basic stuff, my links, changing their colors, my navigation bar, all of those things. And then when I was done, that's when I now went to styling the products themselves. So I actually think I did the product page last because I have to make it align properly, things like that, use div containers and stuff like that to just make it actually look properly structured. So so far you can see it's a simple website, as you can see, but I still need to add some stuff. I still need to add the other functions that I was talking about. So this part was basically kind of like the copy and paste part, where I just copied the information from the other website and structured it into another website from scratch without using any prompts, any AI, nothing. I just did everything from my head. I sketched everything down, and then yeah, this is how it looks so far. Now the next thing that I will have to do now is the back end part, which I realized that I need to learn React, and then I'm going to implement that. And after that, it should be up and running. But apparently, I was supposed to start with the back end because it's the one that actually directs the front end. But I didn't know that. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to be doing it backwards, in reverse. But it's so, oh, in reverse. The name of the company starts with the word reverse. That is actually a nice pun. But, anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me code. Bye.